my name is Melinda Atkins, and first of all, who controls America's money? The top 1%. These people dominate the majority of all the money in this country. Not only that, but they control more money than most of us in here will ever see in our lives. So we ask ourselves, who are these top 1%? Guys like this: CEOs, executives, lawyers, celebrities, and professional athletes. Oh yeah. They have the best houses. They have the best educations. And they have the best lifestyles. Oh yeah. They earn more each year than the bottom 100 million Americans combined. And this is a problem, guys, because this is just getting worse. Okay? This is, oh no, go back. Okay, this is just, I guess this just shows how much you need to make the top 1%. I was at work the other day, and a customer asked me, he was like, well, how much would I need to make this top 1% in net worth? And I was like, oh my God, let me tell you, because I know. I was like, $1.2 million. He was like, damn, that close. I was like, me too. I was like, me too. Okay, this is where it gets to be a problem. They own 40% of the nation's wealth. Okay, in 1979, they only owned like 33%. Now, this was back in 2000. Now it's about up to 42%. So let's say that it increases 10% every 20 to 30 years. Where is that going to leave us in 50 to 60 years from now? You know, they're going to be controlling more and more and more of our money. That's our money, you know. How much do we own? 7%. This is the bottom 80%. This is how much wealth that we own of our nation. It's getting worse. And this is a chart that just basically said what I said. This is the top 1%. This is how much they own, and we're in the red. In 1979, it was a gap. Okay, this gap is getting really, really big as years progress. This gap was $119,000 as of 1979. In 2000, $420,000, and it's getting worse. This is how much bond stocks and mutual funds they own. This makes it harder for us to like own this because they already own half of these things. And this chart shows you more of exactly what they own. Stocks, trusts, real estate, of course they're in the yellow and we're in the red. So we don't own much. National debt. Okay, this is where I have a problem because they only own 5% of our national debt. How much do we own? 73%. Me as a normal American citizen, I'm probably about like $30,000 in debt, after I graduate or whatever, and this just makes me feel like, I am going to be in debt for like the rest of my life, and that's a sad thing to think, and these people, they only have like 5% of our debt, and they have more money to cover our debt than we could even imagine, Okay. Taxes, corporate freeloaders. These are the companies and the people in the top 1% that they get either tax cuts, or they get loopholes, or they just straight up get bailed out by the federal government. If y'all remember, Bank of America a few years ago, they had $3 billion in debt, in tax debts. Government bailed them out. Okay, if I was $3 billion in debt, do you think I would get bailed out? Probably not. Probably go to jail, This is just another figure. It says top percent how he looked since 1920s. And it's just to this day we're back to where we were. And it's just like we're getting what this isn't the right one. Keep going. Okay. Conclusion. No such society has ever survived such a massive wealth gap. Basically meaning that the gap between the $420,000 is just going to get worse, and no society has ever survived this. Will we? And also, to conclude, I have a quote from Abraham Lincoln. We cannot make the poor rich by making the rich poor. And I know that contradicts everything I just said, but at the same time, it just means that this is informative. This isn't going to get better. It's just going to get worse. And and that's it. Is there any questions? Sorry.
Thank you.